find would really help with, like, I guess, bringing in super talented people during the early days when things are still a bit hazy. So not necessarily the identifying talent part, but actually getting them to engage and like sort of really commit to the same level that you were willing to commit to?
Absolutely. That's a fantastic question. I think one is actually a reflection for yourself that you actually likely, it's very rare that you are going to ever actually find someone who will commit in the same way that you do. I don't think that should be your expectation when you go out. I think if you do, you set yourself up to be massively disappointed, and it's unfair, right? It's sort of your baby, so to speak, right? And so the fact that someone's going to be equally invested likely isn't going to happen. And so instead of pushing for that, I think a a question of if you've, or rather a frame of thinking, okay, so you found this person, you're like, oh my God, if we get them on board, that would just be a game changer. But they would be leaving this big cushy salary and they're taking a big risk. Like what in the world can I offer, right? This actually happened to me just very transparently. So our CTO today, his name's Daniel Lopez, and he's brilliant. He is both a insanely brilliant technologist and CTO, but also a pure product person, extremely difficult to find. And he used to be the director of product at If This, Then That at the time. And he had mentioned to me that he was interested in the CTO role when it opened up. And I got really excited. I was like, oh my God, like I never thought like we could find someone like these people are so hard to find. It's like a unicorn. And so I'm thinking in my head, oh my God, he's going to have to take a salary cut. Like we're tiny, like no benefits. Like we don't IFT is a big consumer facing product. Like what do I have to offer? Okay. So here's what I thought about is essentially just, well, what is most important to him personally? Like what drives him and is the thing that he feels he might be actually missing in his current role. And when I was talking to him, it was really, really clear. He was working like crazy for them. It was insane hours. It was, mainly out of his own volition, to be very clear, right? But it was, he had to go into an office every day. He hadn't traveled to Brazil to see his parents in years. And it was wearing. And I was thinking, oh wow, well, we're a remote team. You can work from anywhere. Freedom and flexibility is sort of the thing I personally optimize for. And I thought, oh, that's likely, of all the things that we can't give him, that is actually one thing that we can. And so that's what I shared. So as you think about for the person, your dream candidate who you're desperately wanting to come on board, I would say, of course, you need to paint a vision, right, for what you're trying to build. Of course, you want to talk about why that person specifically and no one else is valuable. That's important. No one likes to feel like they're getting recruited to a team and you're saying the same spiel to every single person who walks in the door, right? So there's that. But I think the real key is trying to deeply understand what is it that person wants most, and in what ways can you actually deliver on that.